It's one of our favorite times of the year again. No, not winter, because we hate the cold. And ice. It's the Royal Rumble. And we're officially on the road to WrestleMania, baby. So it's time to stop being toxic. Let's make those predictions. Very deadly Jesse, ring the bell.
You are now listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
And we're back for another episode of Ringside Renaissance. And we are, as seen on Netflix, Busted Open approved, the original bad boys of the wrestling podcast world. We are rated RR for Ringside Renaissance. And I'm here with the best co-host, the best tag team partner, the best friend in the world, very deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew Kombat Jones. Yeah. Click, clack.
Oof.
Woo! Here we go.
You look like you're packing heat with that jacket on, man. You're ready.
I'm always packing. I'm always packing, even when the strap is lacking.
Okay.
Hey. Let's go.
Best, man. We're starting the road to WrestleMania. Royal Rumble is upon us. We're here for our predictions episode, which will come a little later in the episode. We have to ramble and rant a little bit, but oh boy, man, what an open book that Royal Rumble. It doesn't seem like Royal Rumble. Like, I remember back in the day, everybody declaring and everything just being like this big hype to it, and now people are declaring via email, via FaceTime,
right? Or being told
how,
it's too much. There's no spots left.
There's no spots. There's 30 guys. We filled it up already, Finn.
Yes.
Come on.
And the amount of time that Riyadh, Saudi Arabia has built from the ground up, from the desert, from the dirt, from the sand, from scratch, the complete stadium for Royal Rumble. It's amazing. It's happened over pretty much 1 month. People are like, oh, it's not going to be ready. It's not going to be ready. And then you look at the pictures from the weeks, and it's amazing. It's like the Olympics. They just built it out of nowhere.
I hope the integrity of that structure holds up for the event, man. We want to see like a disaster, that thing collapsing during it or something.
The money, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a huge event. It's going to feel like WrestleMania. I just watched back the Royal Rumble from last year, and it was crazy. Yeah. Especially like getting towards the end and the amount of people that were in the ring, the amount of money that was in the ring, the amount of star power that was in the ring at one point, like towards the end with everybody. It's just like, holy shit. It's anybody's game.
Now, I want to shout out to Triple H being on the cover of WWE 2K26.
No pun intended. And by the way, everybody is completely pissed off. Triple H is on the game. But, I mean, I don't give a shit at this point. Yeah. There's like 4 other covers, right? There's 10 other covers, too. Like, what does it matter? Like, why don't he deserve a cover at some point? Like, just give it to him. Like,
yeah, it doesn't make sense. The outrage is just people trying to find something for clicks and views and likes and comments, and I don't care. I'm gonna buy this year's WWE 2K just to piss off those people, and I'm gonna flaunt it all over the internet. I want to be the game. I want to be Triple H. I want to spit the water out with my big nose.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Press play.
Press start to play the game. So we're officially starting the road to WrestleMania this weekend. Before we get there, we have to talk about Saturday night's main event, man. It was up in Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Woo! Quebec.
And our very own Kombat Jones was boots on the ground for Saturday night's main event. How was the vibe, man? How did it feel? I mean, it kind of, to me, a lot of people were saying it was one of the best Saturday night main events there's been. I mean, the star power didn't seem as high as it usually is, I guess, but How did it feel?
Yeah,
overall?
going into it, it seemed a little lackluster, like it might be. Like some of the Saturday night main events have been, they've kind of been like half and half, 50-50 in my opinion, going up to it. How did it feel? Extremely cold, -20. It was a packed house. It was packed the night before for SmackDown too, which was off the chain, which Sammy got a huge pop too for that. And I will say, just to get straight into it, for Sami Zayn, for winning, it was amazing and was crazy. It was cool to see in Montreal, but from having been there for the Elimination Chamber to see him against Roman, it was louder for. Unfortunately, it was louder for Sammy versus Roman. Probably more because it was a championship match. It was Elimination Chamber and all the hate for Roman. But you can't deny it, Roman Reigns, like the word aura, because he brought it to that Elimination Chamber there at the Bell Center, flapping them belts around, But Saturday night's main event, this one was crazy.
Yeah. Can you imagine Roman Reigns still flopping that thing around, even though he's not the champion anymore?
Right. Still, yeah. But Montreal was off the hook. The people were going wild. I had no idea what they were saying. I forgot to use my Google Translate for French, but
okay.
I figured out as much as I needed to know. So yeah, some people weren't. I heard a couple people weren't very happy with it. They didn't like it at all. I thought it was solid across the board. All the matches I thought were great. I thought we got a classic with Shinsuke and AJ Styles, especially at this point with AJ Styles' career. We don't know if it's over now in the WWE. It could be Saturday at the Rumble, very possibly. So I felt blessed to be able to see that. That was cool. A Royal Rumble or a WrestleMania rematch, if you will, which was great. Liv, Roxanne, Rhea, Io Sky putting on a banger. The guy next to me had his son with him, and he was taking pictures of his son with the sign when Liv and Roxanne came out, and I was like, what does this sign say? Like, I got to see this. This kid's like 5, 8 years old or something like that, somewhere in there. And the sign was giant letters that said, "Liv, will you be my stepmom?" And I was like, oh, yes. Yes. This guy.
He gets
my
it.
My man.
Yeah, he gets it.
My man. Yeah. So I thought that was a banger. A lot of people weren't happy online about, they felt robbed because of Cody and Jacob Fatu because they thought they were going to get a real match, an exhibition match. But I thought it was great what happened. I thought the interference was awesome. The crowd was out of control. The backstage, out in the, the popcorn stand and everything like that. The hot dog stand, the poutine stand.
Okay.
Montreal, so.
Did they sell poutine at the arena?
Oh, yeah. I always get a poutine at the Bell Center. It's actually not bad. Yeah. For a poutine compared to like anywhere else, it's actually decent.
Now, would you rather have poutine or poontang?
Both. Yeah. Okay. That's one hell of a night. Yeah. They even use cheese curds. It's not mozzarella. Yeah, like they don't cheap out. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Why the hell not? Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot online. A lot of people were saying it was a rinse and repeat of Randy Orton and Kevin Owens at Backlash last year, with the match not ever starting, just being a DQ. Okay. So it is what it is.
That's true.
There's gonna be haters everywhere, but
I was rooting very loudly for Jacob and Drew. Like, people, I think I was trying to piss people off. Honestly, it was great. But I seen, Jacob. No, wait for the Rumble. Put them through the table. Like, how many? Like, they just laid all these guys out. Pause. No pause. Yeah. It was great.
Man, the women's tag team match, man, I thought you were really going to be on point with Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez winning, but they kind of got they got kind of taken to pasture. I was confused about the tag because I thought Io was the
the one in the that was the
the legal person.
the legal one in the ring. Yeah. So when Rhea came in, I was like, oh, this don't matter. And then she pinned her. I was like, what the hell? But apparently the referee's doing his job, and I'm not paying attention. So whatever. But solid showing from all of them to keep the story going and everything going on with the Judgment Day and all that. So
yeah,
I thought it was cool, but it was a good experience. Yeah.
And now one half of the prophecy has been fulfilled. Sami Zayn wins the #1 contender in his hometown of Montreal. Is he going to go to Saudi Arabia and win the championship in Saudi Arabia?
Right. And it was a big deal. Of course, his family was there, his son and all that, front row. And, big win. Crazy. The crowd loved it, of course. Trick Williams got a huge reception. He, like, the whole, just like the yeetin and whatever else that anybody does, like the whoop that trick, that thing is, it's a thing.
That goes, huh? Yeah.
It goes.
Wow.
It's carried over. Yep. The crowd loves it, even though they hate him. They hate him for it. So it's pretty cool. Yep. And Randy Orton did his thing too. Yeah.
WWE fans kind of act like a wrestling event's like a rock concert. They just like saying all the lines and singing with all the entrance themes. And they don't even care who wins the matches anymore. It seems like it's just more or less just I want to be a part of the show and yell and scream and whatever. But
green shirt guy was there.
Oh yeah. Did you say hi?
Yeah, I did. I waved. I don't know if you see me, but yeah. What's
Okay.
up? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah.
Shout out green
Pretty
shirt
cool
guy, man. So I mean, Saturday night's main event besides the #1 contender match really didn't set up much for the Rumble other than kind of Jacob Fatu and Cody kind of going to be carrying that over probably into the Rumble, I guess. But
Drew there trying to spoil everybody's plans. Came out, tried to get Sammy, and of course put Cody and Jacob through the table.
Man, Cody went down hard too, but like it looked like he under rotated a little bit there. I said, oh boy, don't.
He missed half the table or one of the tables or whatever the hell.
That's the moneymaker. Yeah. Don't be hurting him before the damn Royal Rumble.
We'll see what happens on SmackDown. That'll be interesting because that's all we got left before.
Yeah, they got to wrap everything up in the neat little bows. Is SmackDown's going to be in Riyadh too? Apparently, right? Must be. They can't really fly out, afterwards. Yeah. But it's interesting to see what's happening. But I'm wondering who the 30 people are that are in the Royal Rumble that Finn Balor couldn't get in the damn thing. Like I can't think of 30 guys on the roster that could have filled that whole thing up. I mean, and like the going to Monday Night Raw, man, the whole like evolution of Finn Balor through this whole episode of Raw was pretty awesome because he went from last week fighting CM Punk, put on a banger of a match, to the beginning of this Raw, seeing CM Punk backstage, and CM Punk said, hey, you need to drop the Judgment Day, and, what do you want to be remembered for, basically.
Right.
And so...
And fuck Dominic.
Yeah, well... literally and figuratively, but so Finn Balor kind of had that angel devil on his shoulder. Then he ran into Liv, and Liv kind of questioned him, and he was back and forth about it. And then he wanted to go do things the right way, like be a stand-up guy, go ask Adam Pearce for a spot in the Royal Rumble, and do things the right way. And he got snuffed for doing it the right way, so he had to take matters into his own hands later that night. So like the whole range of emotions, the emotional roller coaster that Finn Balor went through on Raw this past week was actually that was my favorite part of Raw, actually, besides the actual championship match. But
me too, because I didn't see the end of it coming with where he was going with it, and it went back to the week before, of course, because he was pretty much the baby face in that situation in his hometown. Punk was getting boos and stuff like that, or it was about 50-50, and then it went off the air with them, hugging and dapping up and Punk paying respect to each other. So it carried over, like you said, to all that, and it was just a roller coaster ride with Finn Balor throughout the episode, which the ending, it seemed like it was going to be somebody else that spoiled the match, in my opinion. So when I
thought it
seen
was
Finn
Gunther,
Balor
yeah.
come out, exactly. So when I seen Finn Balor come out, I was like, oh shit, this is great. This is awesome. And that's exactly what he needs, exactly what he deserves, because in the end, reality, regardless of how WWE portrays him now or has in the past few years, he's just as big and just as talented as AJ Styles, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and all these Randy Orton, all these people that have built and done these amazing things in WWE, NXT, and outside of those companies too, with the Bullet Club and everything. So
well, even in WWE,
he's got robbed, of
you got to
a
think
lot of
of
time
like,
and runs.
you got to think of what could have been. I mean, he was the first ever Universal Champion, and like had to relinquish the title the next day because of an injury. If that injury hadn't have happened, what trajectory would have Finn Balor have been on at that point? And it's just an unfortunate event, but Finn Balor he can go, man. And I said it last week, and I'm going to say it this week. CM Punk has really, really been like the MVP of WWE this whole past years. So because he again, another match, man. They come out, him and AJ Styles come out in the beginning, and they talk and have their mutual respect. And AJ Styles says, when I beat Gunther, I'm going to come for that title. And CM Punk says, why don't you come on this title? I'll come for this title right now. Shut up, Paige. And and
it was special
man,
too, just to see them in the ring together. And like as soon as Punk's music hit, it was like, oh man, this is great. And you knew what was about to happen too, and the crowd knew it. And it was just special, man. Like,
it was a moment, man. Everybody knew. Like, and at this point, is AJ retiring? Is he not retiring? I think they're making it too blatant for it to be a thing. But at the same time, it's like,
at the same time, it seems like Gunther's on that run right now, and AJ has been talking a lot about TNA. And if he's really done, he's done. So he might go to TNA at that. It could be the end on Saturday at the Royal Rumble.
Do you think it would take away from the legitimacy of Gunther retiring AJ just for him to turn up on TNA like a few weeks later? Like, then it kind of takes away from the momentum of
because
Gunther retired somebody else,
different company, and allegedly they filed a trademark for career killer or whatever, and it's kind of makes the whole thing because like I've heard it said, and it's like John Cena got the farewell tour, but that's never been done before. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever had a real farewell tour. And then if everybody gets one like that, or it's like, this is my year to retire, now I'm going to have all dream matches with everybody. Like, it takes away from what John Cena did. So everybody's not going to get that and can't get that. And it's never necessarily been done before that I know of in that sort of manner. So for Gunther just to come out of nowhere and just end AJ Styles right now would really shock people. And it would just add on the momentum and hate that Gunther really has. And at the same, and CM Punk's kind of leaning into it, right, and scaring everybody with it, and putting it out in the universe, and like giving like a reality check to people. And at the same time, Punk has been very good at throwing people off the scent of what's going to happen throughout all these Royal Rumbles and WrestleManias and all these other things the past few years. So Punk could be setting us up too and just doing his thing, because he had me convinced, and seems like a lot of people, and it kind of seems like the time too. It could be over with.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Gunther loses too, then where does that leave him, and where does it leave AJ, and what more to do? Like and it's kind of scary to think, because going into it, the last few matches we've had with AJ have kind of been dream matches too, right? So it's like, well, maybe he is getting what he can get, what they'll give him before he goes.
And them posting on social media him backstage with Shinsuke Nakamura, then him backstage with CM Punk, and like all of this different thing. Like I said, it's almost like it's too obvious, and that's why I could see the interference happening at the end of that match. Like, you don't want AJ to lose going into the Rumble, and you don't want him to beat the champion, obviously. So there had to be a DQ, but like, I wish it would have been Gunther, because then it would have left the door open of, is CM Punk going to interfere with the Gunther AJ Styles match to cause Gunther? You know what I mean? And that could have set up CM Punk versus Gunther down the road. I think it probably would have been a better outcome. There could have been more avenues for it, but boy, oh boy, I can't wait to see what happens, really. I mean, I think regardless of whether he wins or lose, he's going to have a run in TNA because Santana, the TNA champion, has been posting on social media about him and AJ Styles, like, oh, it's a matter of time before we meet and all this other stuff. So I think they have like a little program they're going to be doing together regardless of the outcome of Saturday. But
okay, yeah, him, Frankie Kazarian, and a bunch of exactly, a whole ton, and he had put over Leon Slater too, and on that first episode. So
Mike Santana, though, like I said, when I saw him post him and AJ Styles and said something like the clock's ticking or a matter of time or something like that, I said, okay. I said,
because they had their face to face too on the first episode of TNA, so it was, so it's definitely coming, So AJ Styles says, I'm gonna, my career is done in the WWE. Doesn't necessarily mean everywhere else too.
Yeah, it'd be interesting
if it doesn't.
Because he debuted in 2016, so that'd be pretty much 10 at the Royal Rumble. So that'd be 10 years.
That is true. That's a good point too. Yeah.
Just it would be kind of a, what do they call it, a period at the end of the story or whatever, So
and what a match of a banger AJ Styles and CM Punk put on, bringing it back to rewinding the time, bringing it way back. With the Shining Wizards and all that, to AJ Styles having the low haircut, like in the short, like crazy, and what a performance! And like you said, Punk has put on great performances the past month or so, and just being the world heavyweight champion. As soon as they've let him have his matches, he's, like he said, he's been a fighting champion, and he's put on all these bangers, in my opinion, and it's been great for Monday Night Raw. I love it. I don't know. Some people ain't feeling Raw. They don't think the numbers is right.
I don't know. I just know that the best part of any wrestling that I watch right now, at least since the beginning of the year, and we're only at the end of January, so it is what it is. But the best thing that I've gotten out of wrestling this past year on across any event is the CM Punk matches. They haven't disappointed. They haven't let me down. They've exceeded expectations. He shows he can still go. I like the whole concept of the fighting champion and defending the title. We had Roman Reigns as the champion for 3.5 years, and CM Punk's already defended the title like a quarter as many times as Roman Reigns did in 3.5 years, So it's like, I like the fighting champion aspect of it because we're old school, we grew up in the Attitude Era where the title hot potatoed and there were 7 different champions in a 6-month span, and
they were all superstars too, and it didn't take anything away from them losing it and then winning it and then losing it and then winning it. Like, look at Triple H now. He's on the cover. Like, come on.
I mean, that's strictly for his in-ring ability. It wasn't, anything that happened outside the ring or nothing. He was the game. What are you talking about? But there really isn't too much other highlights of Raw. I mean, different people declared, like we said, Roman Reigns declared for the Royal Rumble via email.
Is it email or just announced via promo that he's just gonna be there that we've seen? Yeah. Roman, Riyadh, the skyline.
Brock Lesnar
set the pyro up. Yep.
Brock Lesnar FaceTime Pat McAfee during the Pat McAfee show to declare for the Rumble. Now, why did he get to declare for the Rumble after Raw when Adam Pearce already said all 30 people were entered? That kind of doesn't make sense to me. But
he said he was on his way. He's like, I'm on my way, Pat. I'm on my way to the Royal Rumble. Oh, you gonna be there? And then he's hung up. He's like, I don't want to see what's going on the other side of your phone, Brock Lesnar. I don't want to know what's going on.
If we stay too long, that they're going to triangulate your phone and they can go through your messages. Yeah,
you might be in the country. Yeah. Or the comments are going to get too crazy on here. It might hurt us. Yeah,
might be a little bit too much. Yeah. So
Riyadh, it's all good in Riyadh though. Yeah.
I'm excited though. I'm excited to see who the other members of like the Royal Rumble are going to be. We have like the mainstays and the people that we know are going to be there. They have the star power. Is Seth Rollins going to return at the Royal Rumble? Is it his time?
He he took himself out of the Royal Rumble on ESPN because Stephen A. Smith and somebody else called him out and they said, "Oh, we're gonna see you at the Royal Rumble." He said, "Whoa, hold on now. I'm still hurt, and I'm not. I wish I could go. I wish I could go. You know, I'm still hurt, and I'm still
Yeah,
out for
well,
a few weeks. You know, even though
yeah.
we all just watched 1 week ago on Unreal season 2 of my fake injury." So
That's what I
people
was
are
gonna
kind of
say.
blowing
Like,
that up for ESPN for ruining the surprise if it does happen. I think that's still a 50-50. I'm not sure about that yet, if it's really, if he's still really going to be hurt or not. If he comes back, it would make sense with all of the vision being in the Royal Rumble.
yes,
And
that's what I was thinking.
which is very interesting. And then it makes it very interesting with Brock Lesnar too, with that, and how does that, all play a part with Paul Heyman in general, right? And then but yeah, if they see Seth Rollins come out, they're gonna freak out. That's gonna yeah. But I don't know if that's the right moment for that either. Unless they're all gonna be in the ring at the same time and he comes out, but then who else is gonna be there? Like, are they gonna have I don't know.
They're gonna have like Roman and Seth reunite to like take.
They're
out
gonna
the
have
vision
to
out
have
of the
some
Rumble.
type of moment, and people come together to do it, and it might. I don't know if that's quite the moment to do it yet. You got to really draw it up right there, but
man, there's so many different avenues. Like, I could talk about the Royal Rumble for 45 minutes, man. Different stuff I've been thinking about and whatnot, So
yep.
man, oh man, I'm pumped for it. But like I said, I mean, the women's Rumble I'm not as excited for, and it's not just because of the bodysuits. I think that I think it's pretty much written on the wall what's going to happen there. Maybe I don't know.
Most
I know
people,
you're still holding
the
out
odds,
for Liv.
the odds are for Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan. Yeah. Yep.
Boy, oh boy.
Stepmom of the year. Yep.
We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, and while we're on the road to WrestleMania, Combat Jones, I got to ask you, pull over here. I got to have a squirt because we got other matches. We got other matches that are happening at the WWE Royal Rumble in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Boy, oh boy, I get to watch the Royal Rumble before I have my dinner. That's
I love it.
Kind of an interesting turn of events. Yeah, I like it too, man. I'm really not. A lot of people aren't too big of fans. If it was during the week or something, I'd be a little bit pissed. But because it's on the weekend or whatever, you know what? Let it happen. Yeah. Hey, let our fans, our friends from across the pond, enjoy a little PLE before they have to go to BED. So
imagine if they just did it on our time and they had to do it at like whatever time it is there.
2 in the morning.
2 and 3 in the morning start time, 7 a.m. finish, or they start at 7 a.m. Set the pyro off. Give me the pyro, God damn it!
Wake everybody up.
Wake them up. Wake these sons of bitches up. Yeah.
That's why they should probably never have a big time PLE in like Australia or something. I wake up at 9 in the morning to watch Royal Rumble or something. I would not be able to do it.
Yeah, well, the pre-show is going to start pretty early. I think it is like 9 or 10 a.m. or whatever the hell it is. So
I think it's noon. I think.
Oh, it's noon. Oh, that's noon, and then it starts at 2. Okay, yeah. That's not that bad then. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It'll be done by dinner. We will know who's on the road to WrestleMania by dinner time.
Oh my God! Can't you wait?
See if they're eating. We'll see who's eating. But yeah, the women's is interesting. A lot of people aren't happy with Jade Cargill's title run thus far. They say it's very lackluster, and there hasn't been much opponents, not much title shots, and a lot of injuries from her matches too with that. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. But if the Vegas stakes are right and the odds are right, and Bianca Belair comes back and wins the Royal Rumble, then I wonder who the hell she would go against at WrestleMania.
That's interesting. I like all these people that are throwing shade towards Jade Cargill hadn't witnessed and watched the Tiffany Stratton title run. That was the exact same thing. So I mean, it just At this point, I think WWE kind of just keeps the women's champions on the back burner for whatever reason. I'm not getting into all that, but
and we haven't seen Tiffany Stratton, so that's probably a way to come back at the Royal Rumble if she's not injured, right?
Yeah,
That will
I mean,
that will be another surprise. I think there'll be more surprises. AJ Lee,
Do you think there's going to be some like TNA stars that are going to be in the Rumble?
Yeah. Yeah.
You think so? Yeah.
I don't know about Elena Black. She just signed with TNA. Good for her. I don't know if she'll be allowed to come back yet, but yeah.
Yeah, Tessa Blanchard probably is a no-go.
Probably no-go. That's also a no. Yeah.
I mean, if Triple H had his way, I think they say a lot of the same things behind the scenes, but
yeah.
they make a lot of the same comments when the cameras aren't rolling. But
Vince does it while the cameras are rolling with Cena. yeah. Word life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, the men's and women's Royal Rumble are the spectacle. Obviously, that's what everybody's there for. But we have a couple other matches that I'm going to be there for as well.
Can we say that we're going to predict that we're going to get Finn versus CM Punk as a match also that's going to be announced for the Rumble?
The Rumble? No.
No? Really?
No. They got the 4 matches, They got the... It's usually like 4-match PLEs, right? That's kind of their...
Yeah, okay.
Is it 4 or 5 that they usually do with PLEs?
5, 4.
But you got to remember
the Rumble is longer. It could be an hour long for each, easily. Yeah, just the way it went off the air though with Raw, you would think that CM Punk is going to go up against Finn Balor again and want his, But it has to be. Listen, CM Punk is not going to be in the Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah.
He's the champion. He's not gonna be at the Royal Rumble. He's not gonna have a match. He's not gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
Combat Jones, CM Punk made his one appearance in Saudi Arabia to kind of smooth things over. He's done with that. He ain't traveling back over there. He's staying away.
That will make sense. If that happens, I'll be like, oh, okay, that would make sense. John, if anybody could do it, John Cena got him to do it. I just been expecting to see Adam Pearce say it's official, and since Adam Pearce has been all over the place lately, anyways, getting punked very heavily after barely putting his hands on Braun Breaker, but by Paul Heyman and getting a call from whoever the hell to call the shots. But I expected that he was going to set up the match with how it ended. So does that mean Finn and Punk are just going to go into Raw and have another title shot then? Because that don't look good for Finn. But so that means Finn's not in the Rumble then? That's why I said when he's not in the Rumble, that's why he went out and attacked Punk at the championship, broke up that match. I said, okay, now they're going to have a match at the Rumble. That way Punk has a match on the PLE, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with that. I was going to assume like Finn Balor would like beat up somebody backstage and take their spot in the Rumble or something, like, that classic the classic angle that they do in the Rumble, but
I'm taking Dom's spot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, And then that causes
JD,
a rift
I'll take
in the
your
Judgment
spot.
Day.
Yeah.
Or Tozawa gets taken out again, and instead of I Show Speed this year, they have Finn Balor come in. But then you have to look at it like, if Finn Balor goes in because of him attacking Punk and stuff, some people are going to think he's going to win the Rumble to kind of further Punk, and because if he goes in the Rumble and just gets thrown out, then it's like, what was the point of that?
What was the point? Yeah. I'd rather see the match between him and Punk at the Rumble. I thought that, it seemed like it
would have
be
been
the right
announced
thing
by
to do.
now, I think, unless they do it on like the kickoff show or something. But could you
we'll
imagine?
see if Punk's there, I guess. But no, he said he's going to be there. He's been promoting it the whole time that he'll be there. He was on the Hot Ones with AJ, and he was here. He was there. So he's got to have a freaking match or something. Like, is he going to interfere in AJ's match with Gunther, or like what? What the hell's going to happen?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
It's weird where they're going with it. But I like it. I don't, because you don't kind of know, but it's like, what, you think the championship will be on the line? Both. And then the women's championships don't matter. We just want the men's championships on the line. All of them. Put everything on the line. Make it 2 nights.
Make the Royal Rumble for the title. How about that? Let's do that again.
How many times has that happened? That was way back,
twice.
Though, right? Twice, yeah. Okay.
92, that's when Ric Flair won. And then the one where it was for the title and Triple H eliminated Roman Reigns and won the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not one of the best times in the WWE.
What are you talking about? That's what got him the cover of the video game, was that Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Like, come on, man.
That's gonna be the shining moment at the end. That's the last chapter in the Legends.
No, the last
mode.
chapter is gonna be you as Triple H in the Oval Office with the fucking orange fascist, and that's gonna be like achievement unlocked.
Hell yeah!
You're cold.
I'll
as
tell
ice.
you though, yeah, cold as ice. Cold as ice. Yep.
Boy, oh boy, I want to hear what you got to say about these matches, though, because I really don't know where to go with this Gunther AJ Styles match, man. Like, we gotta have to have like this little like kind of breaking banner and stuff. This is our Royal Rumble predictions from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. But Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Can you imagine the person Adam Pearce is on the phone with his Vince McMahon? He takes the hood off. It was me the whole time.
Yeah.
The higher power. Man,
Yep.
AJ Styles versus Gunther, man. Career on the line for AJ Styles. Is Gunther going to complete the career killer prophecy here? I mean,
Maybe the whole locker room just comes out and screws over Gunther. Maybe Bill Goldberg comes back to spear Gunther one more time.
John Cena.
You're not John Cena.
AKAs,
John Cena. Yeah. Imagine if John Cena shows up. John Cena. Yeah.
John Cena. I'm just confused about this because I don't want.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't know.
I have a conflict between my brain and my heart because my heart doesn't want to see AJ Styles retire.
Yes.
And my brain is telling me like they can't kill Gunther's momentum here. They have to have him win this match and then like retire AJ Styles. Like that's the only thing I can think of, you know.
It's just too quick, too much, too soon because we didn't see it coming, right? With AJ and
it's like banging.
But that's how it goes. Exactly. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it seems like it's got to happen. I think Gunther's got to win. Unfortunately, unless we get some type of interference or something, I don't. And then when does AJ go out after that? He said 2026 is done. Like he didn't say when in 2026. We're in 2026. So when would be a better time to lose and against who and how else do you go out?
Yeah. The only other thing I can think of that happens is like a reversal of what happened with the calf crusher and the referee doesn't see AJ Styles tap out and Gunther thinks he won. And
yeah, I would like to see that happen. If that happens, I think that would be clever and good. You know, the exact opposite. Yeah, AJ taps to make Gunther think that he's tapping, and the ref doesn't see her. He does it a different way, and somehow capitalizes on that.
You know what?
Yeah.
We just do this for fun, and I want to be Jesterdamus and seem like I'm a genius if it plays out. So you know what? AJ Styles is going to tap out, but the referee's not going to see it, and he's going to get the win over Gunther, and they're going to roll this into WrestleMania.
Okay. Oh, and then, okay. There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe not WrestleMania, but yeah, I think AJ Styles is going to win this match. He's not done yet.
Bam, you got it right there.
That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Okay. I'm going with Gunther. I'm going with the career killer.
Fuck.
As much as I don't want to. It just
I know.
seems like it's lining up,
man.
making sense. Yeah, I mean, I like Gunther, and then I also don't. I mean, I do, but it's just too much of it. At some points, it's like you need a little bit of everything. And
now this is another thing that you can look at too, because Gunther had alluded to doing double time at the Royal Rumble, the match, and being in the Rumble, so he could afford to lose to AJ Styles and then come out and win the Royal Rumble. So, because then that wouldn't, you know what I mean? That wouldn't.
And I was picking Gunther to win the Rumble for a while too. I think
Gunther and CM Punk at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it could happen. I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily want to see it though, or I don't know if I necessarily want to see Gunther win the Rumble, but it could happen. And that's a good point. Like, what better way than to not lose heat and lose your momentum, even if you just lost to AJ Styles and weren't able to end his career. But you still come out and able to win the Royal Rumble, right? You kind of forget about what just happened. If that's the order of the matches, which I assume the men's Royal Rumble match is going to be the last match, right?
Yeah.
The women's is probably going to be the first.
Probably. That's what they've been doing the last couple of years.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, AJ Styles is not retiring. Maybe obviously later this year, but
Yep.
I think that AJ Styles is old school to the point where, like, when he says he's retired, like, my career, I don't think it's like, oh, my WWE career. But then
Right.
CM Punk said it during the promo, oh, you can never wrestle in the WWE again.
Right.
So it's like hot potatoing back and forth. AJ Styles is going to win.
And
They
then
don't
does
want
he
him.
tap out or does he just pass out? Like, is it gonna? He can't do the same thing John Cena did.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of, like, even when Randy Orton was the Legend Killer. Like, I'm not a big fan of, like, the having a persona or a gimmick built around I retire everybody. I don't know, just me. It's just too predictable, and it's just like too much put on to one person. Like,
Yeah. When they face all
I'm not
these
a fan of it.
legends, when they face
Yeah.
all these legends in career matches, it's like, okay, then we know.
And
who's
all the
gonna
other
win.
times they didn't too. Like they all the times they didn't win or did win, it wasn't the end. So it's just like I don't know, and like it fit Randy Orton more, especially being so young at the time too, coming into the WWE. And like Gunther ain't young. Like, I don't. Well, maybe he is. I don't know. He just doesn't look young to me. Maybe he's younger than he looks, but I don't know.
I know it's gonna break your heart if Gunther wins the Royal Rumble, then retires Cena at WrestleMania. John's not Cena. I'm sorry,
Retires
CM Punk retires CM Punk at WrestleMania because
Yeah.
he is the career killer. Imagine CM Punk going out in the main event at WrestleMania as his final match and losing to Gunther.
After AJ
retiring.
Styles 2, and then the Rumble, and then CM Punk. Lord have mercy. Yeah, that would kill me. Yeah. CM Punk has beat Gunther though for the championship.
That's right.
He's done it once. He made him bleed his own blood.
You
and
were
he
there
panicked.
live. Did
Yeah.
you got kicked out for shooting ropes on the back of the person in front of you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, you weren't there for that. Yeah, you were there for that one.
I was there for SummerSlam. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was.
that's right.
Yeah.
I
I seen the crutches drop. The infamous crutches drop heard around the world. Yeah. The whole thing, I'd go back with Cody and Jacob Fatu to go into the Royal Rumble is interesting because the promo from the week before or for SmackDown was just absolutely hilarious. The sit down it was just priceless and so funny because I don't know what set Jacob Fatu was repping, but he's showing up loud, dripping blood. And he's from the West Coast, so you don't want to mess with. Yeah, you shout. I mean, you don't want to mess with them. Cody's messing with them West Coast bloods now, so things could get ugly. BG coming for Cody Rhodes now. Like it's on. Cody's gonna have to pull up with his people, and I hate to see the way that he dresses and his hair color and how he conducts himself, who his people are. Cody might just show up with the Proud Boys or something, you know.
Listen, there's a rumor going around the internet with Cody and 23andMe that I'm not going to get into, but man, oh man, it's like I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I don't want to say I want that feud to be over, but I think that Cody really kind of needs to hightail it and kind of.
He's gonna pull a Edward Norton. Yeah.
He better pull an Edward.
American history next.
Jesus. Just don't pull a Diddy. That's all.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Careful, Cody. Though. Careful, Cody.
Careful.
Yep.
Now the Undisputed Championship match. I want to say that I care about this match, but I really don't. I like Sami Zayn. I like Drew McIntyre, but I don't care about this match. And I feel bad that I don't care about it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like split on who the hell's gonna win it. Like, I really don't know because like it's like they've never gave Sammy his flowers, and you think they're probably never going to at this point, and they give him like his moments at home and stuff like that, and that was his flowers, right, in Montreal and with all the other stuff. But at the same time, it's like I could see him giving him the title too and hot potato in it and playing around, and it might make it more interesting with who wins the Rumble, and then he has the title, and kind of creates a conflict of interest or friendships or whatever the hell is going to happen, right? And then also with Drew winning, it makes a lot of sense to squash everybody's dreams. And then we all said, favorites going into the Royal Rumble before this has happened would be Sami Zayn, because it's in Saudi Arabia, with the circumstances there. So to see him win would make sense like that. And then, it's obvious that Drew hasn't had the title long too, so he also kind of deserves to hold on to it a little bit to make it, so add some validity to it for his sake, especially with what's been going on with Jacob and Cody. But will that play into the match too? Because he's been messing with everybody too. So will there be any interaction and interference in that match? And then carry over into the Rumble possibly too? It's very possible. A lot of this seems unpredictable. And anybody says that they know what's going to happen, okay, maybe you can guess the person, or maybe it's too obvious, but how they're going to get there, it seems kind of unpredictable to me, unless you're going to write it yourself.
So I think the whole thing with Sami Zayn being in the championship match is kind of like their cop-out, because now they don't have to have Sami win the Royal Rumble because, he was in the title match. He fell short. He fell short and didn't win the championship, but, that's why he didn't win the Royal, isn't in the Rumble, because he's in the championship match. So I think it's too short of a time for Drew to lose the title. And I also think there's too much going on with Drew and Cody and Jacob Fatu.
Okay.
I think that whoever wins the Rumble is going to go after the World Heavyweight title. And then the Elimination Chamber is going to be for the Undisputed title, so Jacob and Cody can continue their feud into the Elimination Chamber. So... But I think Drew McIntyre is going to win and retain the Undisputed Championship. I want to be bold and pick Sami. Like, that's really what I want to do, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Sami's whole gimmick is kind of being the underdog and just never really getting over the hill,
Yep. Seems too good to be true, almost like a Dusty Rhodes type of thing. I don't know. Yeah, I just... But he does it so well, and he puts up the front so well. Yeah.
Do you think Sami almost like doesn't ever want to win the big one? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want my legacy to be, is the guy that just always just kind of fell short. You know what I mean? Like, in a strange sort of way, that could be like what he wants to be remembered for,
Right. He's done so much and been in there for so long with some of the best people, and had some great matches, and had title matches with Roman, and been part of the Bloodline story and some of these great stories with Kevin Owens and everything the whole time, and been in these other companies and had great moments and had 5-star matches, that I think he's at an age where he just appreciates everything and understands the stories and how they need to go. And if that's what it's got to be, that's what it's got to be. And I think he's down. He's a company man without a doubt. And he's a worker, and I think he's okay with that too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Of course, he wants to win though. But I mean, would it be bad to give him his flowers? No,
No.
No. Yeah.
And even just having him in these title matches, I know there's there's no what do you call it?
You're not going down in the history books for that. Yeah. You're not going to be remembered for that.
Yeah, there's no participation trophies, but for him to be in all these big profile matches, like you said, against Roman Reigns at the Elimination Chamber for the title, and all these big spots and whatever, he was there. And I feel like that is just as much giving him his flowers as winning the championship. You know what I mean? Not obviously you carry the company if you're the heavyweight champion, but to say, hey, we trust you enough to go out and put on a championship caliber match at this event. I think that's really says something to him. But
which he can. The crowd will pop if he wins too, especially being the circumstances. Of course, it's going to be crazy if he wins there, it'll be a big deal. But it will add more to Drew. But it seems like Drew needs that championship right now to kind of keep things relevant and keep his momentum to what he has to do going to Royal Rumble or to WrestleMania or Elimination Chamber and all that.
Yeah,
and to keep up the feuds with everybody else to make it mean something. But
to look at it just say CM Punk's going to hold the title till WrestleMania. You can't have two baby faces going into WrestleMania as the champions. You got to have a baby face chasing a heel for that title, And I think
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre is going to be the one that somebody's chasing for the title going into WrestleMania. So
Yeah, and Cody just lost it. Babyface just lost it, so it kind of works to have it split up between Punk and Drew, or Drew and whoever else, and whoever else, and whoever else. Yeah. It's interesting, but I'm going with Drew. Yeah, I'm going to go with Drew, even though Sammy seems like it's an obvious choice, but that might, you got to see how the other matches play out too, because that kind of leans into the whole vibe of where they're going and the roller coaster ride that they're trying to bring everybody on throughout the whole event, to tell the story through the whole Royal Rumble.
Right.
Not just the match. Yeah.
If they have the Royal Rumble before that Undisputed Championship, man, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Yeah, I don't see that happen. Yeah.
The women's Royal...
The women's... Yeah.
I want to hear what you have to say, because I know you're having a conflict between your brain and your dong of who you want to win. So I just want to...
Yeah.
Which head are you thinking with for your pick?
Both, baby. Liv Morgan.
You straight up, you're just saying Liv Morgan's going to win.
It's her year. It's her time to shine. Finally. God. Yes. No, I mean, it makes sense that Bianca Belair is going to come back and set the place on fire, and she's going to win and swing her hair around, and that's that, straight to WrestleMania to Jade, which is not a bad idea, I guess. It just seems obvious, but we haven't seen her in so long, so it's still going to seem like a big surprise when she shows up. I know Becky's in the Rumble. I assume AJ Lee is going to be there too. I think she's going to be a guest participant. If not, it'll be at Elimination Chamber, definitely in Chicago. But I feel like the Royal Rumble would be a perfect time to set that up between her and Becky. Maybe take each other out of the Rumble or something like that. Who else could win the Rumble? I mean, I will say, like I said, Liv, Roxanne's been doing great, and especially Raquel, big mommy cool, big sexy mommy cool. She's been killing it. I think she's going to be the champion very soon against Stephanie Vaquer. I think I agree. That's a done deal, and as it should be. I think for the work she's been putting in, and the reaction, and the character development behind her has been great. And the evolution of her recently. Now,
do you think that that's going to be down the line? Man, I'm getting way ahead of myself. But Raquel Rodriguez winning the title, then having Liv turn her back on her and chase the title and get her revenge on Raquel for going for the title. I don't know.
Something's got to happen there. I don't know.
But it's really kind of like a toss up as far as the women's side goes. But then you got the women's elimination chamber, and who's gonna win?
I got something for you. Okay. So yeah. Raquel wins the title. Liv wins the Rumble. They face each other. Or no, that wouldn't work. Roxanne. Yeah. I was gonna say the reverse, but Dom switches from Liv to Roxanne, and Liv loses or whatever, or this or that. But at this point, I wonder if Liv and Dom and they're kind of tired of this whole how many times are you gonna switch to the next person, the next woman?
Yeah.
I'm with her now, and I'm gonna screw you over. Did they probably want to get out of that to a certain extent, right? To kind of move on.
Having the girlfriend all the time and stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to have
stale.
Yeah.
It's getting
you don't
stale.
want to keep doing it.
It's getting staler than the smell of Liv's underwear. I mean,
okay, that's too much. I'm not gonna take
no, okay.
I don't want to hear that. Yeah.
Do you think it sounds like Velcro when she takes them off?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Bianca Belair wins the Royal Rumble. That's the safe pick.
Yep.
I don't really know. I mean, Liv Morgan really just lost twice. Once in Saturday Night's main event, she got pinned by Rhea Ripley in the tag division, and then they lost the 6-woman tag. She didn't get pinned, but they lost the 6-woman tag right on Raw. So I don't see you go lost, then win the Rumble. Doesn't make sense to me.
Rhea gave him the pile driver.
Yeah.
For the 3 count.
Right.
Who's next?
Yeah, so there could be some surprising returns. Like you said, Tiffany Stratton. I don't know if you could really consider that a return. AJ Lee coming back would be pretty interesting. I don't think AJ Lee would be cool with wearing a bodysuit. That'd be kind of
right. And then we also got Jade being the
Oh.
champion, and then we have Jordan and Grace with this whole angle that they've been having. Their story. So that could play into something that happens at the Rumble or afterwards, or Elimination Chamber too, because it seems like that's something that they're really leaning into now. Obviously with Jordan Grace and making her seem, very like she's got a chance against Jade because nobody else does at this point. So we'll see if she's just another notch in Jade's belt, or if GH, what do they call her? Shout out to Monty and
oh man, yeah, what was that?
Jordan Gray, GHG. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Shout out to them though. Yeah.
Oh man, Monty and RJ, bro. Hope y'all doing well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's so many variables. We don't know who's coming from NXT, TNA, and so on and so forth for surprises, but it seems like Bianca's the safe pick.
The safe pick, and the women's division is so wide open because they don't focus on it too much, I guess, in on TV regularly week to week. So it's kind of, I think the men's division has more of a spotlight on it, but we have more direction. But it's funny because we have more of a direction with the men's division, but it's more up in the air of who's going to actually win the Royal Rumble. So that's kind of a flip-flop clusterfuck. But the men's Royal Rumble, man, I gotta say this before we get to the men's Royal Rumble. Wow, the amount of returns that are gonna happen I think are gonna be surprising to people. You think about it. And you think about it this way too. Okay, so you said Seth Rollins is gonna return, or potentially when the Vision.
ESPN
right, but you gotta think about also okay, you said the Vision's gonna be in the ring. LA Knight was taken out by the Vision as well, and he's primed to have a return. I think he's going to eliminate at least one or two members of the Vision when he returns. It's definitely Austin Theory.
Okay. What if Austin Theory wins or something like
I will stop watching wrestling. If Austin Theory wins the Royal Rumble, I'm saying it right fucking now. If Austin Theory wins the Royal Rumble, this is the last episode of Ringside Renaissance, because I am fucking done. I'm done with wrestling. I'm over it. I'm just about over it. If Uncle Howdy wins the fucking Royal Rumble, I am fucking done with wrestling.
By the way, we got to give respect to Solo Sikoa and the MFTs for taking out and taking out the Wyatt Six, taking the lantern, and most importantly, taking the titles back and being the heavyweight. The tag team champions now on SmackDown. So shout out to them. Yeah.
There are some people that I do not want to win the Rumble, and those are two of them.
I don't think they're going to be in it. I hope. There's too many stars, too many big people like from NXT that could be put in, and like Obafemi, we haven't seen him. Joe Henry, we haven't seen him. Yeah, okay, of course, yeah. So Joe Henry, we don't know when Kevin Owens is coming back. I thought he might show up at Saturday Night Main Event. There was nothing like after the show went off the air, anything with him, which is very rare to happen in Montreal and not have him at least come out at the end. So he must maybe still be hurt or something, or they just didn't.
But you never know, the big return. They want it to be a full surprise return. So we have potentially Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens returning from injury. If not, obviously that's okay. But man, I think so I want to pick who. Okay, so I don't want Roman Reigns to win. I don't think Roman Reigns or Cody's going to win this. I really don't. Like,
this seems too obvious.
Roman Reigns. It seems too obvious.
They're the two obvious. Yeah.
And nobody wants Roman Reigns. He shows up once every 2 months. Like, who does anybody really want Roman Reigns to be in the main event at WrestleMania? I understand the whole bloodline, everything that happened. He was the modern day Bruno Sammartino, how he held the title and everything. I get it, but like the show's been going on without him, and I think that the show has been pretty good without him. And I do not want to see him win. Whoever
if
wins,
he doesn't, whatever has to happen to set up for his match at WrestleMania. going forward
Yes.
on the road there. Yeah, or
Maybe
elimination
Brock
chamber.
Lesnar and Roman, because Brock Lesnar's in the Rumble like that.
Yeah.
I think that might be a whole thing.
LA Knight could be like a surprise win that we don't see coming.
LA Knight. Okay, these are my bold predictions. Okay, so the safe bets like Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
You know,
Cody,
whatever.
I don't think would be a good idea, even
No.
less than Roman, because he's already won twice, and you know, very currently. So I think he risked the chance of
He's
like
main
something
evented
like
the last
Charlotte
three
happening.
WrestleManias.
Like getting turned on a little bit or a little bit booed like Roman did at that one, that one time, or Batista, that whole thing. So yeah,
But like
I don't
said,
want to
he's-
see Cody win.
And he's main evented the last three WrestleManias. Like, we don't need to see it anymore.
Yeah, Brock win.
Nah.
Hopefully not.
No.
I hope not.
What about Kit Wilson?
Fuck the copyrights,
Here
because
we go.
this is our time, baby.
Get it.
Hey, Kit, are you there? I'm a true real man, feeling emotion. Kit Wilson, the antidote in motion. Kit Wilson, baby, no one can top it. Feminine fire, yeah, I'm the topic. They told me man up, I said which kind? Your strength is a cage, then I'll redesign. Tonic with the toxic, feature nostalgia. Dripping in the truth, can't nobody fault ya. I'm a true real man, velvet and devotion. Pretty deadly with the tender emotion. I'm a true real man, feel it in my motion. Get Wilson, the antidote in motion. Get Wilson, baby.
Let's go. Get Wilson to the moon. The 2026 Royal Rumble winner, Kit Wilson. Toxic. Man.
I'm going to listen, this is my whole thing. I'm going to say, because we don't give a shit, we don't win or lose anything by doing this. Dominic Mysterio is going to return, win the Royal Rumble, and main event WrestleMania against CM Punk.
That's what I want. That's like
Let's
dream booking. That's a dream booking. That's what I want. Big surprise, big pop. They've been throwing shots and subs at each other for so long. And I think CM Punk would love nothing more than to go up against Dominic at the main event for the title and put Dominic over without a doubt, or keep the feud going, or whatever the hell happens, right? So I think that would be great. That's who I want to win, is Dominic too.
Yes. Now who is
Kit Wilson, of course.
Now, Kit Wilson's not going to win.
But let's honestly, like, who's going to get a bigger pop at the Royal Rumble when they come out, Roman Reigns or Kit Wilson? Because
well,
when that
Riyadh,
because when that
in Riyadh, probably Roman Reigns.
Hey, Kit, are you there?
I deny it. Like
I do not
Lord
think
have
people in
mercy.
Riyadh are going to really.
You don't think they like the Kit? They don't like Kit Wilson's style.
I think that
They're very you're saying they're very toxic. They're very toxic over there in Riyadh. So he might get a big boo. That's very true. They might be very toxic in Riyadh. Yeah.
I think they're a few years behind the times. That's all.
Yep.
And
Toxic.
they're not ready for that, I don't think. But
Toxic.
so this is what I'm saying is, who I want to win is Dominic Mysterio to win the Royal Rumble. Who I think is going to win, and my official pick is going to be Gunther is going to enter after losing to AJ Styles, and he's going to win the Rumble.
Okay. I'm going to pick Roman Reigns.
Okay.
I don't want it to happen, though. I don't want Roman to win, but hopefully his ass gets dumped over like he did last year by CM Punk and Seth and all that. But man, what a shock it would be if like Logan Paul won, because they've been having this whole thing with the vision of, we're gonna put Braun over, we're gonna get Braun in there, and we're gonna make him win. But somehow Logan Paul,
one of them's
going to
eliminate Braun.
Yeah, or Austin Theory. What's going to happen? Yeah. By accident.
Like Braun and somebody else are going to be like tied up on the ropes, and Logan Paul's
Yeah.
going to go throw both of them over or something. It's going to be a whole thing. Classic
It's
Royal
funny.
Rumbles. But let us,
Yep, funny.
let us know who you think's going to win the Royal Rumble in the comments down below.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, who will be on the road to WrestleMania? Yes. So we can't wait for the Royal Rumble coming up on Saturday in Riyadh,
go.
Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Yep. We want Kit Wilson, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. They would probably.
Hey, Kit, are you there?
Yeah. Let's go.
They would probably. The people in Saudi Arabia would probably want him in the Women's Rumble, honestly.
You need to cover up. He's going to say, you're all toxic. You're toxic. Yeah. And then go about your business. Yep.
That's it.
Man, it's going to be crazy. Seems very unpredictable. Seems very predictable at the same time. I can't wait to watch Netflix season 4 on about what happened leading up to the Royal Rumble and why they did what. Because in the end, last year's Royal Rumble was very unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
We thought John Cena was going to win. We thought this guy was going to win. Nobody expected Jey Uso to win. Now, regardless of whatever happened, how you feel about what happened with the aftermath of Jey Uso winning and him winning the title and how you felt about his title win, at least we got that sense of unpredictability, and it built for more storylines for John Cena to be jaded for his turn, and then it built Jey up and made him even more of a star, regardless of what happened, right? At least for this past year. So we may get more unpredictability. Maybe it'll be LA Knight's time finally. Like, you never know. Let's keep hoping we're wrong with everything, and we're surprised and pleasantly surprised, and we don't see it coming. And we'll see how much Saudi pays to have the results the way they want to. I guess we'll just have to wait and see if it's all just one big. Yeah. So that's that. Shout out to Sam's Wrestling, baby. With the predictions. We love y'all. Nothing but respect. Keep it up. We're going to get on the same time zone sooner or later. And
sooner or later, we're going to get there.
Figure it out. Shout out to everybody else out there for watching and following along. And nothing but love and lots of fun doing it. And we can't wait for the Royal Rumble 2026 and to come back and talk about everything that happened and break it all down and all the surprises, hopefully, and all the predictions, and see what other matches come from it, and Friday Night SmackDown leading into it. And then the Monday Night Raw right after it should be huge too. So here we go, baby. It's the Royal Rumble, and we're on the road to WrestleMania. Yeah. And we are, as seen on Netflix, Busted Open Approved, the original bad boys of the wrestling podcast world. And that is the best co-host, the best tag team partner, the best friend in the world. Very deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew Combat Jones. And you've been listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. Let's throw all 28 over the rope, and we're going to WrestleMania, baby, and taking every title home with us. And then we're going to be on the cover of WWE 2K26 Ringside Renaissance. We out. Peace.